Check, check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network's presentation of Heritage Conference Girls Varsity Volleyball, tonight featuring the River Valley Panthers taking on the West Shamokin Wolves here at West Shamokin. My name is Josh Reckengoss. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you to our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Nicola Ann Photography. Locations in Katanning and Lawrenceville, and rated by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette as one of the top photographers in the region. Whatever you need, Nicola Ann can help you out, be it senior class photos, wedding photos, baby photos, anything. Nicola Ann. And she also photographs a bunch of our local teams, so she was happy to sponsor here this evening as she also photographs West Shamokin. So we are underway in the first set, 9-6 West Shamokin right now. Had a little bit of an issue getting on the internet here, but thanks to Assistant Principal Frank Nagy for helping me out. Frank is the man, also still in the playoffs in our fantasy baseball league. So I'm cheering against him, obviously, there, but he helped me out tonight. There's a swing into the net, attack error on River Valley. That was number 20 for the Panthers. Coming up a little bit short right there and into the net. Riley Kittner, and back to serve for the Wolves, number 27, Maggie Brewer. Brewer had a nice match against Northern Cambria the other night. Led the Wolves in kills. And a violation there on River Valley. Here's Brewer with the lefty serve over. And another tough ball for the Panthers to handle. Brewer bumps it ahead. That's Talmadge, little tip shot with the left. And here's the swing, and it's down on the West Shamokin side. Coming up a little bit short right there was number 35 for the Wolves. That would be Faith Spencer. So make it 11-7 now, and back to serve for River Valley, number 20. That is the aforementioned Riley Kittner. Heritage Conference Girls Varsity Volleyball action here tonight on the network, and that kill is in. Nice swing there by Avery Elkin. She had 6 kills and 3 blocks against Northern Cambria a couple days back. Heading back to the service line now is Spencer. Sends it across to the libero, number 40 for the Panthers. And that's a good swing, but a nice dig there by Spencer. Quick set Talmadge. Popped over there by Elkin. But River Valley able to play it. Gets it across. Talmadge the set. That one off the net. And unable to dig it out was number 3, Bailey Dunlap. And the kill right there for the Wolves. Number 6, Sarah Wilson, junior middle hitter for head coach Melinda Osterling's squad. Continuing to serve is Spencer, 13-7 now. Wolves on top, and River Valley able to put it down. Number 4, Ava. Oh man, I'm gonna mess up her name. She's so good at basketball, and I said her name about 7 different ways. I think it's Perchetti, because I was saying it incorrectly the whole broadcast, so she probably sees me and knows it's gonna be. That looked a little out. Oh boy, but West Shamokin. Nope, they overrule it right there. No, I thought it was overruled, but West Shamokin gets the point. That one heading toward that back corner, as I mentioned on Tuesday night when I did the Armstrong-Kiski match. You know, they got the JV players there serving as line judges. It's a tough gig. And that one too long from number 7 for the Panthers. That is Morgan Cole, unable to keep it inbounds. So 15-8 here, first set. And that one, a great serve by West Shamokin, and an ace for the Wolves there as the Panthers unable to return it. At the line for West Shamokin, libero number 32, Maya McElwain. Libero, defensive specialist, whatever you want to call her. She's back there in the alternate color jersey, indicating her difference in position. Send it across there. That one getting close to the net, and another ace for McElwain. Good run here by the Wolves in this first set. West Shamokin took that match against Northern Cambria 3-1 against the Colts. A great team as McElwain tried to pop it up, but the ball falls in. Point for the Panthers. And that one across. McElwain plays it up from the back row just to swing it. Get it across there. Nice shot by Wilson, but River Valley had a chance. That one just ends up going a little bit long here near side and out of bounds. So the Wolves up 9 points here in the first set. Drove through a monsoon to get over here tonight. It was not pretty. Let me tell you, it started to pour. And I'm coming from Worthington, mind you, so I was on 422. Right as I crested the hill going down toward the Graff Bridge, the heavens opened up, and it was just a torrential downpour on the way here as Talmadge pop it back. Good rally here by these two teams. And just long, was there a tip of the net? There was not. So that rally ends with an attack error by River Valley. And another point West Shamokin's way. But the monsoon was trouble. I was hydroplaning. There was a lot of people pulling off the road. I did not have that option. Wanted to get here on time and did get here on time, but just a little hesitation on the internet connection. Every year, schools change their Wi-Fi networks and passwords and stuff like that. But again, thanks to newly minted assistant principal Frank Nagy out here at West Shamokin. He tracked it down for me and came over. He also got me the River Valley roster. So Frank, I asked him if it was below his pay grade. He said, "No, man, I got you." And he took care of me, so thank you to Frank. Good serve there by Talmadge. That one had a lot of heat on it. Leah Talmadge, just a sophomore, but really runs this West Shamokin offense very efficiently. Talmadge set over there, punched at it, but unable to get it across was Wilson. So that'll make it 21-10 now. And it'll send River Valley's number 9 to the line here. That is Ashley Pinos. Remember her from basketball as well. And we got a violation there, which costs River Valley a point. Substitution here for the Wolves. Checking back in for West Shamokin is Faith Spencer. Jump serve coming across from Wilson. Good heat on that, but River Valley able to hold it. Ooh, that one might have been out of bounds, but Cole will end up with the kill as Wilson threw a hand out there and made contact. 22-11, Wolves in the lead. And that will send the libero, Kennedy Kittner, to the line for River Valley. That one blocked up at the net nicely by the Panthers. Trying to get around a teammate there and put a swing on it was Isabella Spiel. She gets it across. Dig there by McElwain. Back set by Talmadge, perfectly placed. Aaliyah Talmadge, what a nice back set there to the lefty Brewer. That is a very tough pass to make, but the sophomore gets an assist right there on the kill by Brewer. Oh, that one up into the rafters. Can River Valley save it? They do. That serve a little tough to handle by Melena Stewart, but oh, again it's up there, bouncing around. It's going to get stuck. No, it won't. It drops, and that is a point for the Wolves. So we are at set point now. Melena Stewart at the line for West Shamokin, trying to put the finishing touches here on set number 1. Stewart sends it across. Just a runner, a little push shot right there by River Valley. Talmadge again, back set. That time, boy, Brewer had to hit it with the right hand. That pass was behind her. A double hit violation by the Panthers. And that will end set number 1 as Isabella Spiel is whistled. And the Wolves make quick work of the Panthers here in set number 1. West Shamokin looking crisp. And if you picked up today's edition of the Leader Times, there was a recap of that match that the Wolves went on the road to Northern Cambria. Quite a poke to get up there. But, you know, Northern Cambria, you go into their gymnasium, you see a lot of volleyball banners. And Wolves made quick work of the Colts 3-1. And now in that first set, getting it done in quick fashion. So again, thank you to Nicola Ann Photography for being our scoreboard sponsor this evening. I texted Nicola Ann and she responded right away. So thank you to her. And as I mentioned, you know, one of the premier photographers in the region has got a studio down in Lawrenceville and a more rural setting up here in Katanning, but she can really get you anything you need in terms of photography, senior class photos. As I mentioned, she photographs a ton of the teams that we cover. Wedding photos, of course, newborns, and family portraits. So make sure you check her out. You can find her on Facebook. Just search Nicola Ann Photography, Nikkalaanne Photography, or go to our website, nickolaannphotography.com. So the Wolves take the first set, 25-11 the score in set number 1. West Shamokin going to open up with the serve. Looks like Elkin back there with the ball. So Avery Elkin going to get us underway. Serve is across. And set number 2 has begun the same way that set number 1 ended. A double hit ball handling error for the Panthers. Interesting storyline here that Joe Glover, West Shamokin grad, former volleyball player here under Osterling, the head coach now at River Valley, as that block down is touched by the Panthers. So 2-0. So on Tuesday night, we had Kiski area head coach Dakota Fickus going against Andrea Lasher for Armstrong. Fickus was an assistant under Lasher for a while. I know Joe Glover might have been a assistant under Melinda Osterling here while she was in college. But once again, we have the student versus the teacher in the coaching ranks as Shamokin can't play that one. 2-1 now. River Valley will get the serve after that side out. And a service error there by the Panthers. Give the ball back to West Shamokin, now leading 3-1. Good serve there by Talmadge. And there's a little tip. It comes up short. Trying to go for that lefty tip was Ashley Pinos. And Talmadge again, good serve across there, targeting the River Valley libero, Kennedy Kittner. And that one too long by Brewer, so the attack error gives the side out to River Valley. Oh, that's set going to be too close to the net right there. Nothing Sarah Wilson could do. So make it 4-3. Pinos back to the line. Lefty serve, sends it across. McElwain ahead to Talmadge. Here's the swing in the middle, and a good dig there. That one dropped. I put my head down to look at the roster, but came down out of bounds on the other side there, so point for West Shamokin. Oh, and a good serve. And it is off of the Panthers and out of bounds, so an ace for Wilson there. Make it 6-3 Wolves. Wilson jump serve. Ooh, that one might have been long, but play there in the back row by Pinos. Set by Talmadge, back row attack by Wilson, too long. And out of bounds, so side out to the Panthers. And the Panthers with a point right there. West Shamokin unable to return it. .5 now in the second set, and they'll tie it up. Misplay there by the Wolves, and Perchetti, I believe, got that kill. .6 now, West Shamokin after that service error. McElwain sends it over. Back set, and here's the swing, way too long right there. And that was Isabella Spiel with the attack error. Now Wolves up 2. McElwain continues her service. Send it across to the back row. That one had some downward spiral on it, and a kill with the lefty tip shot, Ava Perchetti. Big side out there by the Panthers. One thing the Wolves were able to do in that first set was go on a run. So River Valley doing their best to keep the Wolves to maybe 1-2 points at most, and then get that side out. That one into the net, so we're tied up again, 8 apiece. Serving now for the Panthers, number 34, Lillian Buckles. Lillian A. Jr. Talmadge sets up Brewer off the tape, and it drops. They're going to get double hit there. That was a heck of an effort by River Valley, though, to try and save that ball after a couple of deflections, one off the top of the net and another off the libero, Kennedy Kittner. Good serve off the tape. And Wilson, blocked up at the net. Persetti was right there. Wilson just going to push it across, maybe, and it ends up short into that net. So Wilson was just trying to push that across on the third strike, and it came up just a little bit short, didn't get over that net. And that sends Riley Kittner to the line. Back row from Brewer. Getting close to the net, contested there. Elkin going up against number 13, Emily Hess, but Hess victorious on that joust. And River Valley in the lead, 10-9 now. Back row, Brewer into the net and down, and looking over at Coach Osterling. Will she take the timeout? Nope. Maybe one more. But the Panthers on a nice run here. Trying to fight back after West Shamokin cruised in that first set. And that was Elkin going with the left hand into the net, and now Coach Osterling will take that first timeout. 12-9 River Valley. So a good bounce back here by the Panthers. Able to not only come from a couple of points down, but to take a 3-point lead now. Coach Osterling giving out direction here. Her team intently watching. Same thing with Coach Glover. It's good when you see a huddle that all eyes are on Coach while she's talking. And both teams right here. Sometimes you'll look in a huddle and you'll see kids kind of staring off into space or maybe looking at the ground, but not here. Both of these teams intently focused on what their head coach has to say. Oh, that one off the fingertips, and a lucky break there for the Wolves. Taking a swing at that was Maddie Kiernan. It just hit the fingertips and got over that block, dropping down for a point. So a big side out of the timeout there for the Wolves. And Kern back to serve right there, getting a nice run at that swing, but a good dig by McElwain. It's off the roof. So not much of a home court advantage on that side, as that big swing from the far side by River Valley's number 9, the lefty outside hitter for the Panthers, Ashley Pinos. McElwain made a good dig on it, but it got up in those rafters. Usually you see that benefiting the home team. Another big swing by Pinos and a kill. She's starting to feel it. Pinos has her sideline fired up. 2 big swings in a row. Able to extend that River Valley lead to 4 points. Back set Talmadge, big swing. Elkin, that's a kill for the Wolves. So that's one thing that West Shamokin has always been good at, is limiting the opponent's momentum. And you saw Pinos after that second kill in a row started to get real fired up in her celebration. The bench cheering really loudly, but the best thing you can do if you're West Shamokin is come back with a solid play, and that's what Elkin did to give the Wolves the serve once more. Here's Wilson on the runner, and she finds the back corner off the bump set by Talmadge. 14-12, Wolves scored a couple in a row here, cut it down to a 2-point game. Elkin right down the middle, serves it. Looking at Pinos, she gets to reset. Now Pinos into the net with the attack error. The West Shamokin student section gently reminding Pinos that there is a net there. So now Elkin serving 14-13. River Valley in front. Wolves trying to tie it up. And a double hit. Ball handling violation again. Whistled for a couple of those so far this evening. Has been River Valley setter Emily Hess, senior. And blocked up, but it gets over the block, so that'll be a kill for the junior Morgan Cole right at the net. Back in front by a point are the Panthers. That's going to send Hess to the service line. She wastes no time after the whistle. Here's Wilson. Gets it across. Hess setting all the way over to Pinos, and it's down. Bethany Cromer in that back row. Tried to get that right hand out and pop that ball back up, but Cromer unable to play it forward. And the lead back up to 2 for River Valley. Hess across. Talmadge, rejected by Pinos. She saw that one coming. Talmadge thought she might get away with a little quick tip there with the left hand, but to no avail as Pinos blocked it down. Wolves having some trouble right now passing the ball. Hess quick set. Cole just pops it over. Wilson going to get a chance, but she's short. Into the net, so back to a 4-point lead. The Wolves had erased the previous 4-point lead by the Panthers. But right back at it is River Valley. Hess continuing to serve, and that's too long. As Brewer, a wry smile toward her coach. She was out of bounds. She just got out of the way of that one. So service error there ends the run for Hess. That'll send Aaliyah Talmadge to the line. Talmadge gets it across. Hess trying to set up Pinos on the near side, but that set not in the right place for Pinos, the lefty. And she spikes it down without even making contact with the net. So 18-16 now. Here's Cole, tip shot, and she finds the dead spot. Nice play there by Morgan Cole. So it seems just as West Shamokin is about to get a run started, those Panthers are able to get a nice play and shut it down. And Pinos at the line now. Serve over to McElwain. Talmadge across. Here's Brewer, and it's off of the arm of Kittner and out of bounds. So Brewer credited with a kill right there. Kennedy Kittner couldn't make a play on it. 19-17 River Valley. And Sarah Wilson to the line for the Wolves. Wilson jump serve, just hits the tape, and that deflection goes up into the face of Morgan Cole. Nothing she could do about that one. Unlucky break there for Cole. But a big break there for West Shamokin as that one just skimmed the tape off the serve by Wilson. So back to a 1-point game here, set number 2. And putting it down. Smart play there by Melena Stewart. She had all day to see where she wanted to put that ball. And she went to the right of the block. Good point there for Stewart, and the Wolves tied back up at 19 apiece. Wilson jump serve. Right at Kittner. And the big swing into the block, but comes down on West Shamokin's side of the court. Gonna give that kill to number 20, Riley Kittner. And the younger Kittner can't get it over the net. Service error. Reties this second set at 20 apiece. Stewart checks out. Elkin checking back in for the Wolves. And Maya McElwain, junior defensive specialist. Good serve and played across by Pinos, but the set by Talmadge to Elkin looked good, but Elkin unable to bring it down in bounds. 21-20. River Valley in the lead. Here comes Buckles. Back to the service line, Lillian Buckles, number 34, and she's into the net. Self-inflicted wound there for the Panthers. Coach Glover saying, look, I don't care. We got to get that ball across. And Buckles nods her head in agreement. Set by Hess. And a big swing, but too long. On that windup was Riley Kittner. So Wolves back in front by a point. Brewer at the line. Lefty gets it across. Tough play for River Valley. They can't make it. So an ace there for Brewer. West Shamokin. And Coach Glover will take a timeout for River Valley. Chance to talk it over with the Wolves just 2 points away from taking a 2-0 lead in this Heritage Conference Girls Varsity Volleyball matchup. You're watching High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Thanks for tuning in. Look, tomorrow, big day on the network. You know it's Friday. It's fall. So High Top Sports Network will be in a multitude of stadiums tomorrow night. Armstrong will be hosting Newcastle. Have that game on conference action. And West Shamokin, I believe, is facing Purchase Line right here at the Wolves Den in Rural Valley. And we will also have the Freeport Yellow Jackets making a long trip down to Quaker Valley. Sam Goldberg and Josh Woodman on the call out there. And Highlands will be hosting the winless Chartier Valley Colts. Highlands off to a 2-0 start this season. One of the new teams on the network coming off a 33-20 win over Blackhawk last week. So make sure you tune in. Whitfield and Heritage Conference action tomorrow night on HTSN. Set point now. Will the Wolves be able to end it here, or can River Valley stay alive? Perchetti, big kill in the middle there, lefty swing. So River Valley lives to fight another point. Kittner to the line to serve. Wilson, little trouble with that Perchetti. Huge swing, and McElwain just threw a body in front of it. Somehow the Wolves save it, keep it alive. Set, here's Perchetti again, blocked by Elkin, pulled out of the net. And pushed across there by Talmadge. Ball still alive. Dig by McElwain, Talmadge with the lefty tip. And a net violation to end the second set. Called on River Valley. Couple of tough breaks here so far for the Panthers in this one. Both sets ending on a violation. That was a that was a stinger right there, because River Valley was putting it all on the line, keeping that ball alive on that rally. And to have it end with someone in the net, boy, that's tough. But the Wolves once again find that extra bit of resiliency. Erased a 4-point lead twice there in that second set. 25-22, the final score in set number 2. River Valley doubling their point total in that second set, but to no avail as the Wolves reach 25 first. Just like to let everybody out there know that if you or someone you know is a local business owner and interested in sponsoring High Top Sports Network's coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania, got plenty of ways to reach us. Of course, you could go through the website, HighTopSportsNetwork.com. Leave us a message there. Or you can go on Facebook, just search High Top Sports. On Twitter, of course, at HighTop_sports. Instagram at HighTopSportsNetwork. Send us messages in any of those social media locations if you or someone you know would be interested in sponsoring our coverage. And I always like to throw this out there during the games, that we hope you're enjoying this evening's high school volleyball broadcast right here on High Top Sports Network, wherever you may be watching. We would like to thank our generous sponsors for their continued support of HTSN's coverage of high school athletics. And we would like to remind our audience that if you or someone you know is in need of any of our sponsors' goods or services, please do not hesitate to contact them first. It is because of our sponsors' support and belief in HTSN's mission that you are able to view this and every broadcast on High Top Sports Network free of charge. So feel free to not only patronize our sponsors, but to ask them how they like it if you're a business owner and you might be interested. I think you'll hear some pretty fine feedback. I would like to think so. Our client retention rate is, it's got to be over 95%, 98%, something like that. I would say maybe 2 don't come back for every 100 we get. So that'll tell you something, that our sponsors appreciate what we do for them. And I always tell any potential sponsor that, look, it stays up on our website, YouTube page, all that good stuff. So, Kittner tried to throw an arm out there, pulled back at the last second, realizing that serve was going to be long. Talmadge again. And played out of the net nicely there by Melena Stewart. Talmadge setting up Wilson. That one off the tip at the net. 4-0 Wolves. West Shamokin trying to end this match with a straight sets victory if possible. And they keep it in, and Pinos will get the kill, get the first point of the set. For the Panthers right there. I was just checking to see who was at the line. It is Pinos with that lefty serve. Brewer, good swing. Pinos, better dig. That bump set, too tough to handle right there for Kittner. (5-1) Wolves. Wilson back to the line, sends it. Good serve right at Kittner, the libero, and it's going to drop. Wilson with the ace. Will Coach Glover call the TO? Looking over at her. Past couple of points. None to be had as of yet, but I would venture maybe one more point. Oh boy, miscommunication as the setter went in and played that second hit. Oh man, a collision right there. That one comes down on the West Shamokin side. And Kittner, the libero, kind of got her legs chopped out from underneath. Make it 7-2 now, Wolves. And Kittner back to serve. And a good swing there, Melena Stewart. And that's what those quick sets will do for you. Stewart surveying as she approached the net. And off that quick set by Talmadge, Stewart knew right where to put it. And that was in this near back corner for a point. Oh, a little softy there by McElwain. Dropping it in for the ace untouched. Coach Glover is still electing not to take that timeout. And another ace by McElwain, and a timeout now taken by Glover, as McElwain was able to drop 2 serves in a row between that front line and back line. And while we have a moment, let me just remind everybody out there, this broadcast is copyrighted by High Top Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without expressed written consent, can't read, of High Top Sports Network, and that is prohibited. So, we see every now and again somebody will slice up some footage for some highlights. Listen, technically you got to get permission for that, but as long as it benefits the player or a local business. I know Damon Chiropractic, a sponsor of ours during football season. Yeah, they've done it. A lot of people have. I'll get texts from parents saying, wow, did you see the replay of so-and-so's home run? I'm like, yeah, I was there for it, but they'll cut it out and put it up on their social media. And while it is expressly prohibited, we have yet to track down a Feaser's larceny. So make it 12-2 now after that serve falls in. There's a set for Seti. Too long. Once again, boy, she is one talented athlete. Had over 1,000 points before the end of her sophomore season on the hardwood. And coming up short there was McElwain. All right. Back into the game. That is Buckles, Lillian Buckles. Talmadge sets it. Elkin took a shot at it, dug out there in the back. However, Kittner cannot get it across. Attack error for the Panthers. 14-3 now. Wolves in complete control of this match. Brewer, good serve. Ooh, right on the line, and that's an ace. What placement tonight by the West Shamokin Wolves on that serve. Send it over there. Pinos. Well, and Persetti's going to get that kill. Nice set with the quickness. That was Emily Hess, the River Valley setter, 15-4. Again, double hit there by Hess. Point goes to West Shamokin. And the serve does not get over the nets for Faith Spencer. But no real harm done there as the Wolves have a commanding 12-point lead here in set number 3. Varsity at the line for River Valley, sends it over. Quick set Talmadge, a little tip. Oh, they're going to get Avery Elkin for being in that net. So a violation there. Avery Elkin back to the line for West Shamokin. Blistering serve across. And another miscommunication by the Panthers. Elkin puts it across there. Pinos able to bump it. Oh, and another ball handling error on Hess. Man, she can't get a break right now from the officials. Looked like she might try and backset that or push it across, which is exactly what she did, but got both hands on the attack, so. Talmadge setting up Wilson. Another net violation there. 21-5, West Shamokin in control. Avery Elkin to the line. And that one too long from the service line by Hess. Now the Wolves just 3 points away from a clean sweep here on Thursday night. Talmadge, good serve right there. Hess setting all the way across, and it's off the antenna, trying to be punched at there by the Panthers. And up and into the antenna, so point after the stoppage of play goes to the Wolves. Oh, big swing, and they're going to call it in. That was Varsity. Or excuse me, it was not Varsity, it was Pinos. Apologies to those nice young ladies. Oh, tough serve to receive and return right there for the Wolves. Lefty serve by Pinos, too long. And that'll bring us to match point here on this Nicola Ann Photography game night. Thanks to Nicola Ann for being our scoreboard sponsor this evening. Wilson trying to end it in under an hour. Don't normally get matches that go this quickly. Well, two-handed push across. West Shamokin gets a chance to set up, and they cannot finish. Ooh, almost dropped my keyboard there. That would have been, you would have heard that crash. Kittner, little bloop serve, gets it over. Oh man, and somehow the Wolves just throw arms at it, get the ball over. The tip shot falls short by Riley Kittner, and that'll do it. West Shamokin in fantastic form tonight. This match coming in at about 52 minutes. And I'll tell you what, the Wolves looking absolutely dominant at times in the first and third sets. River Valley gave West Shamokin their best challenge of the night in the second set. But ultimately, the Wolves just too good tonight. A straight sets victory for head coach Melinda Osterling and West Shamokin. And that brings West Shamokin's overall record to 4-0, as well as their Heritage Conference record, also 4-0 now, after a couple of victories this week. Well, it was a fun time getting out here. Quick match there. Wolves chowing down on the Panthers. Ate them up pretty good. Another spectacular victory for head coach Melinda Osterling and her squad. I'll swing it over there so you can see the Wolves huddle. It's Coach O giving out some final directions here tonight, and our High Top Sports Network player of the game. I'm going to give it to Aaliyah Talmadge, just the way that she spread the offense around, was not allowing River Valley to get set up on the blocks. So a nice performance out of that sophomore setter, Aaliyah Talmadge, our High School Sports Network, High Top Sports Network. That's a Freudian slip right there. Apologies. High Top Sports Network player of the game tonight, sophomore setter Aaliyah Talmadge. And still, even after the team begins to break down the net and everything like that, still getting some instruction there from assistant coach Paula McKee. That's Sarah Wilson. You can see it in your bottom left-hand corner of the screen there. And these Wolves always hungry to continue learning. And the coaching staff assembled by Melinda Osterling, one of the most knowledgeable that I've ever run across in terms of how to approach this, how to play the game, everything really top-notch in terms of the instruction that these Wolves players get. And that's why it's no big surprise when they are, fighting for a Heritage Championship basically every single year, and or trip to the PIAA 2A Girls Volleyball Championship Tournament. But that's a long way off yet. We're still in early September. Pretty sure Coach O and her staff and her players, they're not thinking about the state tournament as of just yet. Well, again, as I told you, stay tuned to the network tomorrow. 4 games on tap. Armstrong hosting Newcastle. Freeport on the road at Quaker Valley. Highlands have their home opener as well against Chartiers Valley, the winless Chartiers Valley Colts. So thank you once again for tuning in this evening. As I said, got out here. We had an old Wi-Fi password, but we found the right one, thanks to Frank Nagy and Athletic Director Dan Spencer. Always very helpful whenever anyone at High Top needs a hand. Frank explaining to me that's the reason why he couldn't call games this fall. Here I thought he was just having another child. Not that, though. So a solid showing here by the Wolves. 3 sets, 2-0, 25-11. It was 25-22. So, Josh Schreckengost here, about to sign off. Just taking a look around here and Someone was trying to get my attention over on the other side, and then I looked at them and waved, and they walked away. So apparently they didn't need it that bad. All right, folks, make sure tune in tomorrow night, Friday Night Lights, here on the network. Remember, you can find us on Facebook. Just search High Top Sports. You can also find us on Twitter at hightop_sports. Of course, the website, hightopsportsnetwork.com. And you can give us a call if you're old-fashioned. Well, I was trying to look something up here about those games tomorrow night, but we'll put up a post in the morning on social media. Get that out to you folks. You'll know where we are, what we're doing. Thanks to our great sponsors, and thanks to Nicola Ann Photography, our scoreboard sponsor this evening. Thanks to Nicola Ann. Remember to look her up for any of your photography needs. Newborns, senior portraits, family portraits, and also Nicola Ann photographs a ton of our area sports teams. So giving a little back tonight, taking that scoreboard. Much appreciation. All right, that's going to do it for me, Josh Reckengast, here at West Shamokin Junior Senior High School. Final score, Wolves 3, River Valley Panthers 0. A straight sets victory for West Shamokin. Now 4-0 on the year and cruising right along. So we will see you tomorrow night